would you think if we met at 5:30 and then we did the 6:30 Havdalah? So we did a little bit of playing before.
However you want to do it. I'll be there at 5:30 to set up the streaming stuff anyhow. So however we want to do that is fine.
Sounds good to me. But
Because it's kind of like dinner's like right there, so I don't know if people think about going out to dinner after. So like that's what I was just wondering. Like if it went to like 7:30, then people could kind of do something after. Anyway, whatever. I'm
Yeah, we're
totally.
gonna play music afterwards. Don't make another date.
I have 4 dates that night.
Are you
I'm trying to
serious?
figure out how to do it all.
Are you serious?
I do. I don't have anything this weekend or the weekend after. It's just like that.
and Linda, what is it called when we play after the Havdalah service?
A song fest.
Okay, let's have our little song fest right here, shall we? I'm muting everyone quickly. There we go. Okay, so we will have 3 songs be a part of Havdalah. Our Havdalah melody itself, and then Eliyahu Hanavi, which usually is sung right afterwards, and Shavuot Tov, a good week, which is usually sung right after that. So actually Havdalah, the first one, is the hardest of them, without question. So let's start with the hard one, and then the other ones will seem real easy. Okay, let's go over our chords again. It's been a couple weeks since we've touched this song. And again, this is a song with B flat in it. In fact, that's how we ended up doing Havdalah, is because I was looking for good songs to teach us B flat in. So go ahead and practice all of our chords. Let's start with the D minor here. And then we get our B flat. Right, and B flat actually just kind of shifts over. Feel the way that it shifts to the side. Your elbow should come in towards your body, and the chord itself is very similarly shaped, actually, to the D minor. Then you get our B flat. And then we get our G minor, moving that index finger down, and everything else is pretty similar also. I was just told that I was signed out because I'm currently signed in on another device. I'm not sure what that means, but it seems like you can still hear me. Everyone still hears me, right? Great. And then we've got our A7. So let's go back through them, starting with D minor. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to do a 4 count on each of these, starting now. Here we go. Now, D minor, 2, 3, 4. B flat, 2, 3, 4. G minor, 2, 3, 4. A7, 2, 3. Let's do that again. D minor, 2, 3, 4. B flat, 2, 3, 4. G minor, 2, 3, and A7. Okay, how's that feel? Okay-ish?
Love you. See you after 6.
Go ahead, Ray, sorry.
Well, I just said the B minor is still tough, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, that B flat is tough. I agree. It's a whole different way of holding your hand and doing everything. As a reminder, I know I said it a minute ago, but when you go to that B flat, bring that elbow in. It'll help because it'll tilt out your hand in a different angle. Right? Instead of coming in straight, your hand and your wrist are going to come in at an angle, and it should be helpful.
I think it's hard too, but it seems like you just have to keep doing it.
Yeah, it's You know, it's such a different way of holding your hand that a lot of the muscle memories that we've developed at this point that help us do new chords just don't work for the B flat. Okay, let's try to play this. We'll play it together. Here we go. Okay, so I'm doing a strum of down, up, 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 down. Here we go. Ya ya da 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 da. B flat, ya da 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 da. Now just one count of each. G minor, A7, D minor again. D minor, now B flat, G minor, A7, D minor for 2. Let's do that again. Ya ya da 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 da, B flat, ya da 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 da, G minor, A7, D minor again. D minor, B flat, G minor, A7, D minor. Let's go on. Here comes F. F and G and B flat and C. F, G, A7. Here comes B flat. B flat and C and F and G, B flat and C and D minor. Let's start from the F again, the Baruch, the second line. Here we go. F and G, B flat and C, F and G and A7. Oh, B flat and C and F and G, B flat and C and D minor from the top. First line. Ya da ya da 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 da, B flat, ya da 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 da, G minor, A7, D minor one last time. D minor, B flat, G minor, A7, D minor, and end. Okay, how did that feel for us? I'm going to take okay-ish, pointing towards a thumbs up from most people as being an absolute positive sign here. For those new chords, for being in 3/4 time, for all those things. Okay, I'm going to give you some options here. But if what I'm about to say, as always, feels scary or too advanced or not where you're at right now, just ignore this part of what I'm saying. So let me make myself bigger for you.
Daniel, I just wanted to see your tip on bringing up the elbow is very much easier now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing with that, bringing it out for most chords, but in for those angled chords really, really helps. You might even find F is easier if you bring your elbow in too for some people, though F is probably easy enough for all of us these days. But any of them that sort of angle in that direction. Okay, so
Are you recording, Daniel?
this is streaming.
Oh, great.
It is streaming. It should be on YouTube. And I made sure to uncheck IFCLA so I didn't stream to them accidentally. Speaking of which, Autumn, I accidentally streamed the IFCLA event to the online ONEG and not to the regular Facebook last night, in case you hadn't noticed already.
I did see that, but I thought it was intentional, so I didn't touch it.
It was not intentional. It was not intentional. Okay. So here was what I was about to show you. So with our B flat chord that we've got right here, I know we've talked about how we can slide it up 2 frets and it becomes a C chord. So you can do that with any chord, actually. So go ahead and play your F chord. Slide it up 2 frets. And you've got a kind of funky G chord. It's not a regular G chord because you've got those 2 open strings that are staying the same, right? But it is a type of a G chord. I don't know exactly what type it is. I could sit down and chart it out, I'm sure, and figure it out. But for our purposes, it sounds pretty good when we're playing. So there's Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. Right, so we're sliding. Right, so an F, sliding up 2 frets to a G, and then a B flat, sliding it up 2 frets to a C. Again, you don't have to do any of this. It's just adding a little color if you'd like, more flavors, more ways of playing things. But that F slid up 2 frets to a G won't work in every song. It doesn't work as every G. But there's actually something kind of dissonant that sounds great in Havdalah with it. So feel free to play that. You can also play your regular G. Your G also slides up great, by the way. Your G chord, particularly if you just leave out your lowest string, your G chord becomes an A chord, B, C. If that's confusing or disconcerting to anyone, just ignore everything that I just said. But just trying to show you that there's options, and as you advance, part of the fun of ukulele is playing around with those options. Yeah, Linda.
I just wonder if it might help people if they sort of count, like I go F, F sharp, G, just so they're thinking about what's in between when you go up.
Yeah,
You know
exactly. Yeah,
so
nice.
Theoretically.
Nice. And you'll hear in blues music a lot, they'll actually play those in between notes on the way up. Jimi Hendrix did that a lot.
That seems so scary.
There you go. Well, now you're the Hendrix of ukulele. It's the, yeah. Learn to play with your teeth. Okay, I'm going to go back and let's try playing this again, shall we? Okay, here we go. Starting on that D minor. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Here we go. Ya, ya, da, 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 da. B flat, ya, da, 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 da. G minor, A7, D minor again. D minor, B flat, ya, da, 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 da. G minor, A7, D minor again, D minor, yeah, B flat, yeah, da, 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 da. G minor, A7, D minor, go on, and F and G and B flat and C, F and G and A7, B flat and C, and F and G, B flat and C, and D minor. From Baruch, the second line again. F and G and B flat and C, F and G and A7, oh, B flat and C, and F and G, B flat, C, and D minor from the top. Ya, 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 da, 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 B flat, ya, da, 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 G minor, B flat, G minor, A7, D minor, to end. Another thing that you can always play with here is when you're playing that D minor. Do you hear that sort of lick that I'm doing there? Ya, da, da, da. All I'm doing is I'm lifting up my ring finger to switch between D minor and F. Okay, how'd that feel? Goodish? Okay, let's go on. Eliyahu Hanavi. So Havdalah is usually three things. It's the blessing over the 4 items, and that's what that song we just did is. Each of the times you go the F to G to B flat to C. That's when we put the blessings in over the wine, over the spices, over the candle, and over the separation. And then we have the Eliyahu Hanavi, which is sort of a vision of a better world that we talk about immediately after we exit Shabbat. So it's actually a lot easier than the other one. It goes like this. I'm going to play through it once, and then we'll play it together. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi. That's the only hard part right there. The B flat, A7 to D minor. But if you just skip the B flat, it sounds fine also. G minor, V'yameinu, Yavo Eleinu, Imoshiach ben David, Imoshiach ben David. Okay. That's the whole Eliyahu Hanavi. Much easier than Havdalah. So let's try playing this together. It doesn't really have a set strum to it. I would do just a lot of downs personally. Eli, D minor, A7, D minor. Okay, let's try that from the top. Here we go. Here we go. Eliyahu, A7, D minor, D minor. Now goes to F. Stay on F. Now go to C. Now you go to B flat, A7, D minor. Or you can just go A7, D minor if you want to skip the B flat there. But we're working on B flat, so try to practice it. Okay, let's try those 2 lines again. 2, 3. Eli, D minor, A7, D minor, Eliyahu, Hatish F, Eli F, who, Eli C, who, Eli B flat, A7, D minor. Now we go on. And here's where you can practice your going back and forth really fast so that it doesn't have any beat in particular on the G minor if you want. Bimhera veyamenu, Ya D minor, A7 D minor, Imo B G minor Ben David, Imo A7 Ben Da E minor. D minor, A7, D minor, D minor, Hatish F, Eli F, who, Eli C, who, Eli B flat, A7, D minor. Okay, how did that feel? Pretty goodish? Great. Okay. Let's go on to the next one and then oh yeah, Linda, go ahead.
Just the speedy part where you go Bim Hara Bayamanu how you get, can you just show me your hand there again for a sec? That's hard for me.
So I'm going down with my middle two fingers, and I'm going up with my thumb. So those are my down strummers. This is my up. And you can even kind of do them at the same time. They don't have to be one after it, right? You can also, however, just go. Right, those are all just downs that I did there.
I need to know if other people can just do that. Is it just me who thinks that's hard to make my hand go hard and fast?
No, that's definitely its own skill that just takes practice. Yeah, it's even harder on a mandolin where they go back and forth like that. You have to be able to like shake in a very controlled, fine way.
Is that the same thing that like maybe doing it with a metronome would speed it up? How do we get faster and faster?
Yeah, you can do that with a metronome, right? Start like this.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Shavuot Tov. Okay, like the other ones, I'll go ahead and.
Can't hear you.
You don't hear me?
No, we can't hear you.
You don't hear me?
No. Very weak.
Huh.
I think it's like the original sound is just wiping out your voice.
What about now? Weird. What about now? Now? No? Why do you not hear me? Why do you not hear me?
No.
He'll be back in a sec.
What about now? Any better?
We can't hear you at all now.
And you're frozen. Yeah.
I think I was just not
Now
moving.
we can-
Do you hear me at all? No?
Yes, now.
No. Yay, now we can.
Okay. Oh. Maybe it's fixed now. Is this better?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not exactly sure what that was. The NDI just decided to quit out on us there, Autumn. Okay. So let's try Shavuot Tov. Like with the other ones, I will go ahead and play this on my own and then have you all join in afterwards. Oop. This one's the easiest of them. F's, C's, and D minors. Shavuot Tov, 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 Shavuot Tov. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. And I gotta change the spot on there because the chord changes at joy. Okay, so just about the easiest song we've played in a while, actually. So let's go ahead and try this. Yeah, Amy.
Should we move the C on the first line over to 12 at the end?
No, I think it's on the VU, right? Shavuot Tov, 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 Shavuot. The other thing you can do is right before you switch to the D minor, if you want, you can switch that C to a C7. I'll sometimes do that when I play, just if you want to add in some, flourishes here. Okay, let's try playing this.
Strum just up, down.
Yeah, what is the strum here? I was doing a very simple strum. Let me sit here and figure it out for a second. I'm doing down, down, up, down, up, 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 down, down, up. That's all I'm doing. Here we go. Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shasia Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shadi minor, a F week, a week of peace, may gladness reign and C increase, a good week, a week of peace, may gladness reign and joy increase. And I think generally people don't spell increase with two E's at the end also. That's a
Would you show us the again?
Say that again, Judy.
Would you show us C7 again?
C7, yeah, it's just your index finger on the first fret. And again, that's totally optional, just a little flourish. You don't need to do it at all. Okay, let's play this together one more time. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, please. Sorry.
Can you also, I was just throwing in an F7 before you go to C. What do you think of that?
You can try it out. You can also play that good week, a week of peace, may gladness reign and joy increase. You can sort of do that in between chord that we learned, the F sus2, C sus4. Don't worry about it, that's probably more complicated than it's worth. But yeah, any of those things that you have, play around with them, absolutely. And you'll know pretty quickly whether it sounds good or not. Okay, let's play this one more time, and then we'll play all three in a row. First, you all though should certainly give yourselves a little pat on the back. Do you see how quickly you're picking up songs now? I mean, we're just sort of adding in songs. It's one after another, which really is a testament to how far you come. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shasia Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shadi minor, a good week, a week of peace, may gladness reign and joy increase, a good week, a week of peace, gladness reign and joy increase.
Rabbi Daniel, you just sing that through once?
We'll probably play it a few times in a row when we actually play it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
At the Havdalah, Daniel, will you have a big screen up and display the songs?
Oh, that's a great idea. Absolutely, we can do that.
And that way, like, if there's some additional things beyond these three, you can put those up and we can all...
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Maybe we'll all be up at the bima facing out, and we can put the TV back in the back that we can all look out at.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Okay, let's try all of these together. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And let me go through and mute everybody. I think I got everyone. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Here we go. Ya ya da 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 da. B flat. Ya da 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 da. G minor. A7. D minor again. Ya da ya da 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 da. B flat. Ya da 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 da. G minor. A7. D minor. Go on. Baruch atah, B flat and C, F and G and A7, and B flat and C and F and G, B flat, C and D minor from the top. Ya ya da 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 da, B flat, ya da 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 da, G minor, A7, D minor again, D minor, B flat, G minor, A7, D minor, go on, F and G, B flat and C, F, G and A7, B flat and C and F and G, B flat and C and D minor. And we would normally do this like 4 times in a row. Ya ya da 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 da. B flat ya da 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 da. G minor, A7, D minor again. D minor, B flat, G minor, A7, D minor to end. Yeah,
I
Linda.
just have one question.
Yeah.
Are you gonna put up the? Are we gonna sing? We're gonna sing all 3 verses, right?
4 verses. Yeah, we'll do all 4 of them.
And they'll be up on the screen.
We'll put them all up. Yep. You got it. And then we'll put out the candle. And as soon as the candle is out, we will sing Eliyahu Hanavi. So we'll start with the D minor. 4, 1, 2. Here we go. Eliyahu Hanavi. Eliyahu Hatishbi. Eliyahu Elisihu. Eli B flat A7 D minor. G minor Be'amenu. Ya D minor A7 D minor. Moshiach ben David. Moshiach A7 ben David from the top. Eliyahu Hanavi. Eliyahu Hatishbi. Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi. Bimhera ve'amenu. Yavo elenu. Moshiach ben David. Moshiach ben David. Eliyahu Hanavi. Eliyahu Hatishbi. Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi. And then we'll go straight into Shavuot Tov, 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 Shavuot Tov. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and sea increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. Top. Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shasia Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov, Shavuot Tov. And that's Havdalah. Okay, any thoughts, any questions, takeaways, comments, anything?
Daniel, moving the elbow out has been transformative.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
Even for the F and the D minor, and certainly the G minors.
Yeah,
Very.
all of those that sort of want that angle, it helps so much. Yep.
Thank you.
Rabbi Daniel, if you haven't been practicing and you're kind of behind, should you just do like a strum and just like a basic strum?
Totally.
Or will that screw things up?
Totally. I think that's perfect, Patty, actually. Always perfect. That if you're having trouble between the strum and the chords because there's new chords, then just focus on the chords and do a single strum. Absolutely. And this was all recorded also, so it's all out there if you want to practice along. We will definitely practice it next Wednesday as well, before the big gig on Friday for the Song Fest.
It's Saturday. It's Saturday.
Sorry, Saturday. Yeah, not Friday. Yep, excuse me.
What if, two things. What if each of us tried to reach out and invite a couple people? Just maybe people that we're just trying to bring in that are members, but we want to engage them in some way. People that we know that are looking for a personal invitation, you know?
I think that's a great idea. Invite folks, bring friends. They can be CRC folks,
It can be
non-CRC
anything.
folks.
But as you think of people that just might personal invitation might draw them in, it would be nice. And then the other thing is, I'd be happy to host on Sunday at my house this week at like 3. Does that work for anybody?